What's up, guys? It's John Reeves Live, and today we're going to be checking out a new song from Sleep Token, Damocles, and I'm really excited about this one. Listen, gotta address something really quick about my last reaction to freaking Caramel. I love that song. I've been listening to it on repeat non-freaking stop, but whenever I go back and check some of the comments that are under that video, dude, I realized that I was vibing out to probably one of the saddest damn lyrics I've ever heard in my life, but it's their fault, okay? They don't put lyrics on their actual videos here, so I can't read along with it. And I'm just kind of vibing to the song. I'm like, blast beats, this is beautiful. Oh my God, I love this so much. And then it turns out to be like the saddest lyrics I've ever freaking read from Vessel in my life. So in saying that, I apologize, but that was a genuine reaction, people. I ain't faking stuff. Let's get into Damocles right now. And I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to the lyrics, but we might just accidentally vibe out to the saddest part of a song. Who knows? If you're only new to my channel, smash that sub button. Let's check it out together. Freaking boom! And then hit that play button. Boop.
Well, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back.
I like the lyrics.
No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black.
Oh God, that's beautiful.
And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony.
I love the way that with his lyrics he can literally put you in a thing like that, free falling from space into the freaking ocean. That like kind of gave me a little bit of a like your stomach, you're just falling feeling. Beautiful.
When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
His voice right there sounds different, man. That's cool.
Well, I know I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep.
I love the way he's structuring this song.
Way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up?
That's so catchy, man.
What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me.
Ah.
Well, nobody told
Dude.
me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and
I gotta say, like, his voice is such a world class. Like, he has got such a dynamic vocal range. Like, he can do a lot of different things instead of just staying kind of in one lane. And I think that's one thing that throws a lot of people off about Sleep Token is like, what genre would you even say they are, really? Because he can do all these different things with his voice, and he's got these beautiful vibratos that he puts in there a lot. But man, his vocal texture is amazing. I love that line. Nobody told me I would get tired of myself, or like essentially just I feel that. I feel that very much so. I think a lot of the times too, like especially if you're in like the public eye, even in just anyways, even in like a small way, like myself as a reactor, like a lot of the times I'm just like, God, me, I don't know, man. I have little things that like annoy me about myself or whatever. And so like, I feel like there's a lot of things that he might be talking about here as well too. Like maybe he's been played out as far as like musically, or he hears a lot about his stuff. And, I think that might be maybe what he's talking about a little bit, but I can identify with that a little as myself, just as a reactor. I do a lot of YouTube videos, and so I'm just like, what? Just, yeah, I don't know, man. Either way, so I feel that.
It's cold. How will I know if I can't see the bottom?
The piano there.
Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up from central? What if the dawn and days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Damn, that's beautiful. I love their drummer, man. Such a simple but beautiful melody. Really curious what all these glitches are, man. I think we got some at the end of the last one as well too, right? The glitching. Ah, yeah. Dude, that looks so freaking cool. Oh my God. They're all like in this burning empire area. But like, there's so many things lyrically he said in this song that I feel like he, especially with Caramel, I feel like he really addressed a lot of things that were going on with him personally. And he's kind of even doubling down on this within just kind of like his inner thoughts with Damocles. Because like a lot of the parts where he's saying like, what if I wake up alone? And the golden days are gone. Essentially, in my opinion, like, I think he might be thinking, not so much necessarily like the hype of his band or anything like that. That doesn't necessarily mean like happiness in your life. You know what I mean? Just because your music is reaching the masses and you're kind of getting bigger on a bigger scale or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean that those times in your life are going to be like the golden days of your life. I often look back at times where like, my first band that I was ever in, we were like struggle busing, freaking touring the East and West Coast in a freaking really crappy little, what is that, GNC Jimmy or something like that, which is like an SUV, dude. I remember touring in that, and those are some of my favorite memories. Just like having no cares at all and just playing music and like meeting new people every night and just random things like that. And so like, the golden days being done for him might not necessarily mean what we're thinking whenever we hear it. When we're like, dude, you have no idea how big this album is. Like, Caramel was freaking huge. Didn't it dethrone like some really big pop artists at the time as well too? It was like number one and they were like number something else. It like knocked them out of there. So like, if you're looking at his golden days, like as far as fame for their band, clearly I don't feel like that's anywhere close to over. But as far as for himself personally and what he was probably writing about here, more or less like those days of maybe the like happiness and the carefreeness and all that stuff of his previous times in his life, those days might be over for him, or at least he thinks so. And I feel like that's maybe what he's more or less writing about in this song. One thing I will say about that, in my own personal advice, is those days might be gone and you're never getting that exact time back in your life, but that doesn't mean you can't have more golden days in the future. You know what I mean? Like better times can be there in the future. Peaks and valleys, man. We've got highs and lows in our life, and I feel like eventually we'll get back to that same high happiness. So golden days of then might be over, but I think you've got new ones ahead of you, especially if you're looking for them, you know? But either way, love this song. I definitely feel like he's got a lot of hurt that's been going on. And it sucks because I feel like a portion of that hurt is also due to the fact of like some really rotten apples in the fan base that have like kind of, I don't even know if you could say they're in the fan base, but in the essential listeners of Sleep Token. I feel like some of that hurt that he's experienced that's probably going to be on display on this album is from those people that like outed him or just were like freaking over the top fanatics and obsessing over finding out who he was and like not respecting his boundaries as an artist. I feel like maybe that's some of it. So either way, saying all that, thank you guys for checking this one out. I freaking love this song. It's not like one of the, it's not going to have like a crazy shift in it or something like that, but I feel like just as far as a beautiful song and the way that the actual structure of it was written, especially whenever he was talking about like the chords being just like in the second verse, how it kind of started to build from that. But he was talking about it just being like these 4 chords and stuff. I love the fact that it really built from that, and it was emphasized by his lyrics there. So I thought that was really cool as well, too. Love the song. Really stoked to hear what all is on the rest of this album. I will be doing a full album reaction to it over on my Patreon, and if you guys want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. You guys can sign up for free, and then you will get a notification whenever we do the full reaction to the album. And then if y'all want me to react to some live concerts, if they've got some, we do them over there as well, too. Thank you guys for checking this out. Hope you're having a blessed day or night, whatever time it is you're watching this. Spread some positivity out there. Be kind to each other. And if y'all need anything at all of my socials are at John Reeves Live. Send me a message, and I will catch y'all then. Freaking toodles. Bye.